Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's everybody's favorite armchair amateur Shakespeare scholar, Jeffrey St.George. It's so very good to see you. I have two pieces of bad news. Bad news number one, this is going to be a little bit of a long video, but it's also an important one, okay? If you are watching a video of mine, this is the one to probably watch. Because it's fundamental to Shakespearean acting. Bad news piece number two, and it does hurt me to tell you this, is that you do not understand Shakespeare as well as you think you do. It hurts so much. Oh my god. The day that I realized that I do not understand Shakespeare was a sad day. You know, going through high school, I'm a bright individual. I've always had an acuity for vocabulary and literature, and I've always understood Shakespeare on a level I thought that many people did not. And it's true, on a layman level, I did. But it was through high school and into college and then towards the beginning of my professional career that I felt that way, and then I've realized under the tutelage of the wonderful William Steele that I did not. Here's the bad news, everybody. Shakespeare's language has changed a lot in the last 450 years. The words simply don't mean what they used to anymore. And the insidious thing is that the words, what they used to mean and what they currently mean, they're close to one another, but they're very different. And it's understanding that nuance, that level of nuance that you need as a Shakespearean actor. So what does that mean? It means hard work. You are going to need to look up a ton of words early in the process. This should be the first thing that you do when you get cast, is you should be looking at your lines and you should be looking up nearly every single word. And you are going to develop a sense of when Shakespeare is using a word in a context that you don't know anymore. But that sense is going to take a little bit to develop. Right? I'm working towards a project, and I'm looking up words and words on words on words. I've spent tens of hours just going through the script and defining words. So, that is the hard work. That is the work that takes you from where you're at to the next level, because it is the actor's job to convey to the audience the meaning of the text. And if you do not know the meaning of the text, the audience doesn't have a chance. Okay? It's hard work. You need to do it. Okay, so how do you do it? So, you've got lots of options. So here's your script. Here's the text. On the opposite side is the glossary. So that is a good place to start. It is not where you finish, though. Oh, it's not where you finish. So those words are selected by the editor of that particular text. They think it's fundamental to the reader's understanding of what's happening on the page, and they choose a definition that they believe is correct in this case. It is not an exhaustive list. There is so much more that you need to look up. So, how do you do it, Jeff? Oh, if you're going to make me work, at least give me some resources, and there are lots and lots of resources out there for you. So, one of the things I recommend you get is a encyclopedia. I'm not in love with this one, but it's not a bad place to start. You can get one of these used. This is for people, places, things, who, what, when, where, and why. So, if you want to learn more about Elsinore, you would look that up in an encyclopedia. But you're also going to need a dictionary. So, there's lots of dictionaries out there. One of them, for an example, is a Shakespearean glossary by C.T. Onions. This is not my go-to. Onions is a pretty famous definer for Shakespearean vocabulary. I don't understand why. I hate his stuff. I've got it as a reference, though, just in case you get desperate. What I use, if you want to be like Jeffrey St. George, is Alexander Schmidt's Shakespeare Lexicon and Quotation Dictionary. It's a two-piece set. It goes A through Z, as any good dictionary ought to do, and it gives you what's considered top-tier scholarship right? This is the book. Now, the very good news is that you don't need to flip through pages anymore. It's available online for free to you, the actor. University got a grant to put all of this text onto a searchable format on the great interwebs. It's incredible. I mean, I used to waste hours just flipping through pages. Now, click, 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 you've got your definition right in front of you. So, things to know when you're looking up definitions, if you're going to use the Schmidt resource. So it'll give you 2 definitions, or multiple definitions I should say, and then it's going to attribute the definition to where you might find it in Shakespeare's text. It is not an exhaustive list. So you might not find the little symbol that says, oh, this is exactly the place that you're looking up the word in Act 3, Scene 2, line 65 of Hamlet. It might not give you that exact word, so then it's on you to look at the definitions and decide which one you want to use. And this is the most important part, you guys. It is up to you as an actor and as an artist to choose the definition that works for you. Right? These editors, they're a bunch of eggheads sitting in armchairs. They don't necessarily know what it means to live inside the skin of this character, right? You do, though. So you pick the sense of the word that you believe is the correct one. I think that's probably a good place to stop for this video. I'm around 7 minutes. The takeaway: learn what the words mean. It's going to be fundamental to your work. And then, just as a quick side story, I'm really done. You can stop the video if you're sick of hearing me talk, but just to illustrate why this is important. So, take the word career, right? Take a moment, pause the video, define the word career for yourself. Welcome back to the video. So, the word career, a good modern definition to me would be like a job, right? Somebody's career, it's a job. It's more than a job. I guess it's kind of because a job is like working at fast food. You don't necessarily have anywhere to go. So I guess that's what a career is that it's something that you do with a long-term aspect, and there's a destination to be achieved, a promotion available, or somewhere to advance, right? Now, what does the word career mean 450 years ago? A place where horses are raced. Alternative definition, a race. Right? And then going back to earlier in this video, that's where it's insidious, is that these definitions are close, but distinctly different. How are they close? Well, the rat race, right? It's a career is somewhere that you have an advancement, just like a race would be, right? You're shooting for a goal with a career. And in this way, they're close, and you can mistake the definition in Shakespeare's text as the modern definition, and you can proceed under that mistaken impression, and it can sabotage you as an actor and make your choice weaker than it needs to be. So, that's my illustrated example. Thank you all so very much for watching this long video. I apologize, they're going to be shorter going forward. It's just this was particularly important. And please don't forget, go Shakespeare! That one had some stank on it.